Hello, and thank you for tuning in. You are tuned into Esoteric Guidance, and my name is Nehru. I am enjoying, I mentioned the other day that I do some health things that some might consider abnormal, but as a kidney transplant recipient, um, I also do not take any rejection meds at this time. Okay, I stopped those earlier this year. So my health habits have allowed me to even discontinue the taking of things that man says you should take forever. Anti-rejection meds in the medical world are to be taken forever for the rest of your life when you receive a kidney, not just a kidney transplant or an organ transplant in general, okay, to help your body not reject it. However, through spiritual guidance, I have not taken any of those in some months. But I am drinking clove water. I heat water and place cloves in the water. Let it sit as you would do a tea bag. And yeah, so let it steep, if you will. So drinking it. So welcome to the channel. Thank you so much. Again, my name's Nehru. This is Esoteric Guidance. We are continuing our journey through what's your aura? Okay. This book that the lovely mystic Michela, I say lovely, I mean, yeah. You come into this wisdom by way of esoteric journeying and spiritual downloads, right, through your crown chakra and that, right? Also, I was yesterday evening when I was meditating out or standing out, I guess in a way meditating, focusing on my crown chakra. When I was standing in the grass at the park yesterday, I saw a heart appear above my crown chakra. A heart, okay, not a heart with valves, but a heart in the way that we illustrate a heart, okay, on paper. So we are going to get into embracing your aura, okay. And so again, thank you so much, new subscribers. Thank you so much. I think we're at 187. Okay, that's a 16. So create your auric bubble. Let me close the window here. Create your auric bubble. There are energies swirling around you all of the time, carrying with them distinct messages they want you to hear. They will do this by latching on to your emotions, physical body, and auric energy. You may not even be aware of these energies that consistently infiltrate and drain you. Ever walked into a room or had a conversation with someone and you leave the conversation like, oh my God. You know, you leave the conversation feeling exhausted. You may not have even shared half of what they said. You know, you may not have even verbally shared half of what they shared, but you leave exhausted, okay? That is what we are speaking about here, okay? Fortunately, creating a strong auric bubble of protection gives you more control over the energies that affect you. Not only will you have more of a boundary to these energies, karmic energies, but you will also be able to see your aura and better understand what it needs to be healthier and stronger, okay? And so we're talking about protection against energetic leeches, energetic vampires, okay? So take action. Close your eyes, if possible. Please don't do this while driving. Keep them closed throughout this activity and take a few breaths until you feel calm. This is always a good thing, by the way, to do that. Envision a glowing light pouring into you from an unseen place outside yourself that your intuitive wisdom understands is benevolent, but okay, say the word right. Benevolent, benevolent. Why can I benevolent? That's not a difficult word to pronounce. And healing, typically it's not. Take the time to feel and see this light filling every part of you. When you are filled with this light, see it expand out of you, encasing the 6 to 12 inches of space around your body. This is the protective bubble around your aura. As you look at your aura bubble, ask yourself about the colors you see. Are there any weak spots or gaps that need to be fixed? Send the light to those spaces and see them healed immediately. When you feel the images beginning to fade, or if you simply know it's time to end, exit the meditative state. Okay? And so this is what Reiki healing is about. Okay? So when Reiki healing, Reiki healers, right? One of the methods is, you're rubbing your hands together before placing them over certain areas, most of the time chakra points of your client or your subject, okay? Or yourself. It could be, I do it for myself today, okay? I will be offering Reiki healing classes, but I currently, because of where I am, which is an RV, I would prefer to be in a better environment, right? Surroundings for that, so that we can have the video and also me have other tools and things like that. So that will be something that will be offered in the future. I said soon, so okay. But in placing your hands over these chakras or over the body, as you hover your hands above the body, you can, as a Reiki healer, you can sense where the hot spots are and the places that are needing healing, okay? Again, over the subject or your client, okay? Your aura bubble will shield you in times of distress and uncertainty. In time, you will get better at creating this auric bubble around you in any situation, even without having to meditate. See? So there you go. Practicing clairsentience. Clairsentience is the power of clear feeling, a psychic ability to feel others' feelings and traumas. Empath auras, blue, indigo, purple, and turquoise, often have the most enhanced clairsentient abilities. It's very possible that as a blue aura, this ability is why you always know exactly how to help someone without being told, or why, as simple as a purple aura, you tend to point out some hard truth that seems totally unexpected but not inaccurate. Again, using myself as an example, or my experiences this lifetime as an example, a former co-worker whose name is Sonia, I went to her one day and I told her, Sonia, physically, you are very beautiful, but when you open your mouth, locusts come out. Again, I wasn't hitting on her, okay? She was engaged to be married. She had been dating some guy for 10 years, right? They're married today, or at least, I don't know, I haven't talked to her in probably 10 years, but I assume they're still married, right? And it's a divine union, not a karmic one, I should hope. But I told her this, and she not only accepted this, she told me that I'm not the first person to tell her that. So she was aware of the locusts that came from her mouth when she opened her mouth and spoke with that dark, sharp tongue, okay? And there's a difference between speaking truth and speaking with a sharp tongue through vengeance or hate, or to cut someone down, to emasculate someone. Like there's a difference energy there, okay? If you have this psychic ability, a fundamental skill is learning how to differentiate others' emotions from your own. The take action is to put your hand over your heart and close your eyes for a duration of this activity, for the duration of this activity, if possible. Ask yourself how you feel right now. You may have to dig deep, as feelings can hide in physical symptoms or sensations of anxiety. Again, and there's where discernment comes in as well. So discerning between an actual ache or issue with the physical body and an aura or chakra, energetic, esoteric something. Okay? So oftentimes when I sneeze or cough in a video, or yawn or scratch my nose, that is energetic, that is auric, that is esoteric. Okay? Right? However, if a headache is a good one. So a headache is one that requires strong discernment, determining whether or not you are going through another ascension, or if you actually have a headache due to dehydration. Often it's water related. So if you suffer from headaches, you probably need to drink more water. At least that's the first step. And then if there's something else that you need to seek medical assistance for. Okay? So again, discernment with those things. Consider whether this feeling is yours. If not, where did it originate from? When you receive your answer, gently exit the meditative state. Repeat this activity several times a day until it becomes an ingrained habit. In being able to pinpoint another's emotions and how they are separate from yours, you will have incredible power. You can no longer be manipulated by others' unsaid wants and needs. You have more free will in choosing where you put your energy when helping people. And you can get to the truth of the matter more easily when assisting someone in their own pain and trauma. And yes, that's true. Okay. If you are an unconditional lover, generally, or you have been an overgiver in the past, that is a huge lesson for you to learn. Make first impression prediction. The way your intuitive voice speaks to you is largely ruled by your auric energy. You may feel a need to place your hands on someone in a spot where you feel they have physical pain, as a turquoise aura would, or you may sense someone has bad intentions by their body language, as a red aura may. Many times, your aura is the way by which your intuitive voice speaks to you. But because it's so normalized for you, it doesn't feel like anything out of the ordinary. Your natural inclinations, your natural inclinations, instinctual feelings, and curiosity are all ways by which your aura can alert you. Paying greater attention to your aura and the predictions and messages it brings you intuitively can help you use the skill to its full potential. Okay? So the take action is think of someone you are acquainted with. Reflect. I did this yesterday. Yesterday I didn't post anything on the channel. I was instructed, or at least advised by Highest Divine White Light, to take the day off. I did. I was reluctant to do so initially because I don't know, that's just part of me. I love sharing what heals. I love healing. Okay? But I did. Okay, I took the time off. And I visited my friend Marcia, who passed on 1/28 of 2020, born on 9/27, that's 999 of 67. Again, anything that I mention, names or what have you on this channel, might be significant for you. Her married name, along with her maiden name, is Marcia Marie Chi Pereira Guerra. Okay, she's Portuguese and Korean. Okay, Marcia Marie Chi Pereira Guerra. Marcia or Marie Pereira or Guerra might be significant for your journey. Okay. or those dates or years. Any other reflective? Oh, visited a former client's page, their Facebook page, and just saw them, their family, and all that. That was a very significant relationship for me, a friendship for me. Brooke, Richard, Luke. Okay, those names might be significant for you. Or you might need an attorney. Okay. Think about someone you are acquainted with. Reflect on your first impression of them. What intuitive messages or feelings did you get about them? And how did you get them? So Marcia, to me, is who I refer to as my witness. She is my witness. So she met the sperm donor who took my wife in 1998. She met my siblings, many of them. When she met them, many of them were still school age, like middle school and elementary school age. Okay. She met them in 2003. Okay, 2003 might be significant for you. 5 or 3. Okay, might be significant for you. And then Brooke, she's an injury attorney. Okay. Determine whether the feelings, messages, or premonitions you get on your first impression turned out to be true or false. Make a mental note of how you approached your first impression and connect those methods to your aura colors. Seeing in hindsight how your intuitive feelings play out can be a help to use them in making stronger predictions in the future. Okay? Connect with an ancestor. Okay? So this is connect with an ancestor. If you do not do that, you certainly should. Okay? By the way, there's something about a leak. Okay? So today, I've been here for 11 months. And today, the one air conditioner that is working in the RV started leaking water. Okay? And so, yeah, there's something about a leak. Whether you're getting new information, divine masculine, divine feminine, whether you resonate with those terms or not, okay? If you are high vibrational and you are living your highest, purest, truest self, you are a divine masculine or feminine, even if you do not know what that is. If you do not know what that is, then I encourage you to do some due diligence and discover if you are or what you are in regards to that, okay? That is going to help you, again, better connect with your ancestors. The connections you have with the people who shaped your current reality can be powerful ones. Those who came before you had hopes and dreams, and not just those who came before you, but I'm also accessing your Akashic records and your former lifetimes also. I don't know if that'll be addressed in here, but I'm saying that, okay? For those who came before you had hopes and dreams, and they invested time and energy into them. Their stories are important, and connecting to them creates a spiral, or spiritual bond between and it is a spiral, right? From as above, so below, that information circling down to you, trickling down to you in the 3D. Okay, not just esoterically, but in the 3D. Into realizations, real life 3D manifestations. It's 9:15. That's a 3 and a 5. Okay, that's what that breaks down to. Okay, there might be something about 53 or 35. It's 87 degrees, so that's a 15. The stories are important, and connecting to them creates a spiritual bond between the energy world and you. How you go about this is easier when you are directed by your aura colors. Red auras may want to look into an old family business whereas yellow auras may decide to research and create a detailed family tree. Use your interest in this activity to strengthen that psychic bond. So I remember I created a little history book, right? For someone. Her name is Linda. She passed Mother's Day weekend of 2009. I was heavily connected to her while I was a part of the Rock of Central Florida in Sanford, Florida. She is the mother-in-law of the senior minister there, whose name is Stephen Lee Parker. Again, pay attention to the names. Her daughter is Kimberly Parker, or Kerner Parker, right? So, she also has a son whose name is James. Okay, her nickname for him is Teuton. I created this book after she passed. Highest Divine White Light guided me to create this book, so I had to do some due diligence. Also, I was on dialysis during that time, and so I had limited resources because I was not able to. I started out doing dialysis 3 days a week, but then I went to a 5-day-a-week schedule, which is much better. You would think it would be more cumbersome, but it is not. Your kidneys function 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So the more often treatments you can do, the better you feel. Okay, so 3-day-a-week recovery time is 3-day-a-week treatments require much more recovery time. I would have to sleep for 7 or lay down for 7 to 8 hours after. I was exhausted. Treatment days, I had no energy or time to do anything else except the treatment and go home and lay down. Okay, it's 9:18. That's 9/9. Okay, and so, and 88 degrees now. I'm looking at the temperature, and so with that. And today is the 28th, so there's something with 8s today. That's good. 7777. That's right. 7 times 4 is 28. Okay. Or 1414, which again still breaks down to 7777. Okay. So with that, it took me a longer than what I would have wanted it to create this book. Okay, or this thing, right? And so I presented it. Once it was done, I presented it to Steve, to Kim, we call him, most people call him Jimmy, but I call him Jim today, to Jim, their family, and the house. She was a part of the House of the Rock of Central Florida for 10 years. House started in 1990. That religious organization was started in 1999. Again, she was physically there for 10 years, passed in 2009, okay? And I remember looking into her history and finding out that those of you who are familiar with Central Florida, there is the 409 or 408 toll road that passes through part of Sanford. Her father owned land on which that highway now runs through, and he was a business owner. Okay, I went back to her yearbook. I got pictures from her yearbook. She went to Sanford, to Seminole High School. I went to the high school. I talked to the person who was in charge, the librarian or whoever that was there. I got pictures from her in high school. She was, I definitely, from a physical attraction point of view, she was hot. She looked good. She's beautiful. I mean, and she's a lady. A lady. There's a difference between a female, a woman, and a lady. Just like there's a difference between a male, a dude, or a guy, and a man. Okay, 24 minutes exactly on the timer. 24. Okay? So I found out that he owned this land, and the city or the state had bought it back from him because they wanted to build this toll road through there, or this road through there, through his land where he had his business and everything. Okay. And so, although that's not my ancestry, okay, that's their ancestry, okay, but that's an example of how, again, taking a physical journey, being spiritually guided to take a physical journey and looking into someone's ancestry. Okay. Use your interest in this activity to strengthen that psychic bond with the other side. Okay, taking action. Choose an ancestor you would like to know more about. Determine how you would like to learn more about this ancestor and start exploring. Mindfully notice how you pick up information in an energetic way via emotions, facts, or feelings of interest and deep knowing. By the way, one thing that I will mention about her, when she passed on Mother's Day weekend, we all thought that she was going to be healed. She passed from, in the 3D, she passed from cancer. Okay, that was the 3D reason. That's not the real reason, but that's the 3D reason. Okay. On the day that she died, a dove, I was living in the Regatta Shores Apartments right on the lake, right on Lake Monroe in Sanford, Florida. And the apartment that I was in faced a pool. And there was a dove that was there for 7 days after she passed. Okay? And yeah, okay? So I don't know, thought I would share that. Reflect on how your aura is evident in the ways you research this person's story. Consider what you think this ancestor's aura colors were. Why do you think they were those colors? Continuing this energetic conversation with ancestors can have a profound effect on your life and how you view your own goals and dreams moving forward. I sure am glad about the good seed I sowed into that land, because my harvest is going to be big and better than a motherfucker. It's going to be sweet because I was faithful, even to karmics, before I found out they were karmics. Okay. So grounding your energy. Where are we at with time? Okay. Okay, I'll stop after we read the grounding. Let's see where we are with this section. Okay. Yeah, so I'll finish this section and then yeah, we'll finish for the day. Okay. Confirmation bird. Ground your aura in nature. Nature is an incredibly grounding force. I speak about it all the time. For confirmation bird starting to come now because all right, back to back to back. Nature is an incredibly grounding force for coming into your full auric power. Again, I use animals as an example, specifically dogs. The dog's pads, birds constantly are in connection with the earth, with Gaia, with Anthea, for those of us who are of Greek or Greco-Roman ancestry, okay, right? And so you want to know why dogs, animals give off such loving energy? One of the reasons are, first of all, they're not, yeah, there are a number of reasons. But to me, the main reason today that I understand this is because they are always grounded, pun intended. They are always grounded, okay? They walk along the ground with nothing separating them and the ground. They are in unison with that. The dog's pads on the bottom of their paws, constant connection with the earth, constant connection. This is why a dog knows when a storm is coming before you know it, human. Okay? This is why a dog knows fear or danger before you know it, human. This is why. This is why. Okay? So grounding yourself is vital, vital to your spiritual growth. Okay? The forces of nature allow you to see yourself with great clarity so you can begin approaching your connection with self and spirit in the way that best aligns with your aura. A green aura may love a long hike in the woods to feel the higher power. A turquoise energy may discover the passion for creating beautiful rock sculpture in their garden. And a purple aura may realize they think more clearly when sketching a bird they see in their backyard. By the way, yesterday when I took a break from the. I didn't take. It wasn't a break from. I don't need a break from the channel. But Highest Divine White Light wanted me to take a little respite, and I did that. Okay, I drew a picture. I'm going to show you that picture that I sketched yesterday. Okay, and it's about reflection. Okay, and it's also about us attracting as we are. Okay, so here's the picture that I sketched on yesterday. Okay. There it is. Okay. So this was in sketching art again. My preferred artistic, again, I enjoy drawing. I can't say I don't enjoy drawing, right? It runs 1.5, 1.8, right? They're very closely aligned. So sketching I enjoy, but I enjoy painting, acrylic and oil painting more. Okay? But that's the image that I sketched yesterday. Okay? Your auric energy thrives in this environment, and it shapes how you interact with the natural world. Take action. Grow outside. Yeah, that makes sense. Grow outside. Grow outside of the norm. Grow outside of societal norms. Grow outside of what you've typically done. Grow outside. Grow outside. But it says go outside. Go outside and either walk around barefoot, which again I do when I go to the park. I stand in the grass, or sit somewhere that feels inviting to you. As you walk or sit, look around and see what you are called to. You may wish to lie down to see things from a new perspective, feel the need to draw or write, or simply observe your surroundings with a calm curiosity. Think about how what you came up with in the previous step aligns with your aura. Okay, so I picked that picture out. I looked through several different pictures, drawings, and I picked that picture to draw because it spoke to me in that time yesterday. Okay, brainstorm ways to explore yourself more regularly through the medium of nature. Introducing yourself to nature as you are, let me start that over. Introducing yourself to nature as you are and allowing it to communicate with you. Its energies strengthens your natural spiritual connection to the world around you. Grounding your work feeds your soul and on many levels, creating cohesion between the spiritual realm and self. Okay, and that's what we're looking for. This is how we become our highest, purest, truest self. Okay, that version of ourselves is by aligning, closing the gap between the ethereal, the esoteric, and the 3D. So the physical body, self, okay, and your internal self. Okay, because your esoteric self, again, that is within you. That's why the kingdom of God is within you. Okay, it's not out there in the clouds in the sweet by and by. That is not where it's at. Okay, it is within you. It's 9:30 and 90 degrees. Okay, all that synchronicity. All right, thank you so much as always. It's 34:14 on the clock, on the video timer. Thank you for tuning in to this sharing of What's Your Aura. And yeah, happy Sunday once again to you. I hope you're enjoying your day and be encouraged.